All right, all right, all right. Jesus. Sorry, I just saw a picture of me from a long time ago. Oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. It says online. I don't know why it's not. Whatever. So earlier we're getting warmed up. Doing some of these for somebody. Wanted some Milwaukee Brewers logoed coasters, other coasters. So get 4 of these knocked out. Nothing better else to do than work inside when it's 106 degrees outside. Get her all nice and warmed up like. Get the weather damp and wet so that it's easier to cut, so it doesn't rip and tear when you cut it and shape it. Gonna use some polish up the blade. Make it easier for this swivel knife to cut. With the angle, 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 with the angle. Get all that polish off there. Metro Exodus. What is that? Summit 1G is playing Metro Exodus. I'm curious what that is. Interesting. It's like a shooter game. Interesting. Can't quite. Oh, you can't really see it. It's very light. It's very light. I don't know why I just put the cap back on. Stupid move. All right. I just rubbed all the pencil off that I had. Shit. Okay. Well, I'll start with what I can see. I might need a pencil. Idiot, there's one right in front of me. Get up. Just amazing how much difference that just made. Glad I did it, because I would have been fighting trying to find that line. Yeah, I really would have been trying to fight that line. That would have been a pain in the ass. I'm going to see if I can adjust the mic gain. Turn it up here, but I don't know. I don't know if that's... try it right here. Maybe? Maybe right here? We'll try that. Just don't want you to catch me breathing so heavily. Kind of weird. Just won't lean into the mic too much. Okay. So, felt like I just would have been chasing these lines for sure. Without seeing them clearly. Oh, God. I can see clear. Harris Heller, you need to make a stream beats for country music. Really don't, though. I'm sure there's not much of a market there. Mirk! Any baseball fans out there? At one point, I liked baseball, but not enough to continue enjoying it. Just wasn't my thing. Let that dry just a smudge, and then we'll get going. Already using the coaster. Oh, you can't even see. I'm using my practice one that I did. They're kind of nice. Some of them I'm going to really need to make sure that when I get done, especially towards the end right here, well, like with this one, when I get done swivel knife and beveling it and getting most of the stuff done, I think I need to put it under something heavy to keep it flat, because when these suckers dry out, they love to curl. So I'm trying to figure out if I can just store them flat and they'll remain flat, or if I'm going to need to put some glue, some like cardboard paper on here and put a thin layer on top and then stitch. I'm trying to get that figured out. Come on, come on. Just like watching paint dry. Yo 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 yo. I'd have this set up way better if I was not playing video games also the same setup. I think it'd be really good. All right. Probably go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to start in this long line. Actually, I'm going to start here and go around. I gotta get tilted to the side. Oh, da, 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 da. Ah, I didn't want to cut all the way. It's all right though. I hate these tight corners. But we got it. Now to the stitch. Oh. Let's do the inside first. It might be easier to fucking follow. Boom. 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 Let's see if I don't fuck this stitch up. Okay. Surprisingly. Good enough. Yeah, it might be worth to do the outside. I'm gonna see another light on this side shining at me so I can see. I might move this one. See how that is? Not bad. All right. Outer wedge. I like going this way just because I can see where I'm cutting and turning into me instead of if I went the other way. You just gotta, whatever way is comfortable. Might try it this way. I don't know, that feels weird. Like if I were to go this way. Oh, it's fucking cutting it funny. There we go. Felt like it was tearing there a little bit at the end, so I might dab a little water on it. Start with here. So once again, we want this part of the letter to be forward facing, this going behind. So we're gonna push, you push what goes behind down. So you want the straight edge facing you where you want to create that straight edge. This mic's gonna fucking kill me. Just that tap, 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 tap. Holding it up just enough to bounce back and be able to drag it as you go. Because if you just try and hold it down in a spot, you're gonna fight to get it to move. So you kind of just let it bounce within there, and then as it's freed up bouncing, you just walk it. You want to keep that consistent tap, pressure, speed, so you get a uniform bevel there. I could use the longer one here on this longer straight run because there's no turns to get there. Top edge. Just trying to get uniform on particular. Now we want this down. So we're gonna flat edge to create that flat edge, push down around. I'm gonna end up using the checkered background. It'll focus. Ah, it won't focus. That's all right. So we don't need to get this too terribly good. Just enough to create ourselves a straight edge. It's tough. It looks good like that, beveled like that, but that's what I fucking heard. All right. Do the baseball last. Actually, do the outside border last. I don't want to mess with that too much. So I want to leave all the inside of that raised. So I'm going to push everything down around it that I want to go in the background. It's pushed down. Flip it around, spin it around. That's the thing with these bevelers, you want to just go slow and soft as much as you can, because you can just keep going back over it, and over it. If you push it too much and try and get too aggressive with it or too deep with it in the beginning here, it's gonna goof a lot of this up, make it look funky. Especially in the corners, you want to just transition in and transition out. So you can just keep going over it if you want. And get that last bottom, push down, and it'll be the outside. after this. Push that end down too. And as you can see here, it's kind of burnishing it a little, or it's darkening it. When we go to antique this, that antique will really make those burnish spots really pop. You see how it's kind of darker there and it's burnishing it? That'll really pop when we do the antiquing. So pop it like it's hot. Pop it like it's hot. Tap, 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 tap. Just go easy at your own pace. You don't want to rush it. You want to get it as smooth and consistent of a pattern as you can. Like I said, if you go get it hung up in a spot, don't worry, because you can just go right back over it again and smooth that spot out, like I got one here. Just smooths right out. Can't even tell there was a hiccup in speed or rhythm. He's like, what is he talking about? Like, yeah. Gotta get context. If you were watching what I was doing right now, you'd be probably confused. Burnishes it. Almost there. I noticed too, I switched, so I had some Tandy bevelers. They were good to start out with, but I will tell you right now, they're trash compared to these Berry Kings. These Berry King bevelers, they got a really nice edge to them, so you can get real sharp on your lines. So, and they're pretty steep too, so it doesn't widen out and mash out as far, which is kind of nice. So. Bevel this last little direction of this outer border, and then we can start with some of the background shading. Keep hopping there a little bit. Smooth that out a little bit. See, when I come through here, it's going to get tricky with the background that I'm going to use, because it's a fairly wide background. So I'm going to have to get a little creative. Next project. Next project after these coasters is for my brother's wedding. The groomsmen are all wearing hats, so they wanted a custom leather patch to be sewn on. So did up a design, finished it today, got confirmation it's what they like, and gonna go with this. So gonna go with their initials combined, kind of like a brand. Do some scroll, some flowers, and then gonna cut this out in a hat patch, and through here with this border being as wide it is, gonna do buck stitch. So gonna be white buck stitch, it's gonna look great. Probably antique this pretty good. Paint the letters. I'm trying to debate painting them black, painting them white, or painting their wedding colors, and haven't figured that out yet. So they're too worried about the wedding colors trying to be matched and not being easy to do that. But it's worth giving a shot. It is worth giving a shot. Go around this border, this sucker finish. Getting kind of squirrely there. Squirrely Dan. Transition of a cut right there. So the cut is being goofy. Yeah, it's every time where I start and stop a cut. I gotta get better about that. Gotta get it even here. Can't notice those taps. Really getting after that one. I don't need to know that I need to do it that well. It's all beveled. I think what I'm going to do here on these is I'm going to cut little stitches. Kind of cool. That way some of that antiquing will fit in there. So we'll do this shading first. I'm wondering how that would look. Try it out on this one. I'm wondering how it would look to do a checkered bevel on the ball. It might be worth it, but it also might not. I have a small one. Yep. Yoicks. Let's try it on this beast. See how it looks. It's not very steep of a stamp is the problem. I don't know. That actually doesn't look too bad. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'm kind of tempted to just do the inside and not the outside like this. I don't know. Trying to debate, do I want to smash it all the way down or do I want to just do this? I mean, it doesn't look bad like this. Kind of surprised. Try it again. It's not a bad beveler. It doesn't look bad to do it on the inside of the ball there. Doesn't look bad at all. looks good. Leave that out for now. See if we can get this bad mammoth jammer working. It's looking nice. This is going to be tricky right through here. What's stupid is the center of this logo is in the center of this circle. But the problem is because the way it's shaped, the center of this isn't the true center of where it probably should be. So that's why it's kind of goofed up, if you might add. I keep bumping this mic, like, get out of my face. Okay. I keep hitting the camera. Yeah, it's getting towards the edge. And that's the thing, is I didn't want to, you know, beat on this too much. You know? Like, not mash up too much of the background, you know, you still want to be able to see it. It looks good enough right there, you know? Looks good through there. I really think it looks pretty fucking good. Keep going with this fucker. See, there we go. All right, this is gonna get real tough. And tilt it back this way. Good enough. I didn't fuck anything up. Now that looks pretty good. I do one final bevel just to kind of clean up some of that background work that kind of pushed it back down a little bit. So we'll just quickly go through with light tapping. Get that ledge a little bit more predominant again. And darkened up, as you can see. It's like putting that line on the fresh concrete when after you broom and then you take the edger and then you get. That's what it reminds me of, doing this. I don't necessarily like that for concrete, but that's what it reminds me of. Woo! I'll be right back. Need to get an opinion. don't need anybody creeping in the window. I'm so torn. I don't know if I want to do this background or not on that glove piece there. Part of me thinks if I'm going to do a background, I need to match this. And I do think I need to use the checkered. Oh, shit. Checkered bevel. Here. For sure. It gives it that look like it's being stretched, you know? And then we'll do the outside of the ball. Okay. Like I said, we'll do the outside of the ball. We're just kind of staggering it because it's gonna make it look like there's vertical lines, which we kind of do want because it's making it look like ball is hitting the glove and leather is stretching. Woo! I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna get this in there. No, because then it shows like it would go through, you know? Yeah, I think I should use this. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get a hold of the person right now. We'll find out. I can always do it later. I don't need to do it now. So this is looking pretty good. I think I'm gonna get, like I said, I'm gonna get some weight to put on this sucker and smash her on down. So that it stays flat. But I think for the most part, that one's done. It looks good. It's done for now. So what I'm gonna have to do next is I'm gonna have to burnish the edges here a little bit more. They're done pretty well already. Take the tape off, and then I'm gonna dye everything. So what I'll probably do is typically you'll take some olive oil and rub it throughout the leather. If you're gonna antique. So if you're gonna antique, so what you'll want to do is olive oil, and then you'll do a layer of tan coat, which is like a sealer, clear sealer, and then you put this antiquing on. It's like a paste, really dark, and it brings out all like this dark area. It brings out the contrast really well. You rub that in, let it sit for like 10 minutes. You wipe all of it off, but you try not to get too deep into the cracks because it'll get down in there and rest. But you get it rubbed off as much as you can, and then you go final layer with tan coat over that, which will seal it, and then it's good to go. Or if I'm gonna dye this any color, you know, whether I do the outside ring and the glove the same and not this, whether I highlight anything in here, but I think we'll just go ahead and go to the next one. On to the next one. So that one's good to go. Like I said, there's going to be a last half to this, so there'll be more time to come when that comes. I need to get a book. Yo! Get a book, flatten this puppy out. Work on the next one. Any fellow engineering students out there? Steel Construction Manual. I think they called it the Steel Bible in college. Have that tab. Sucker still tabbed. Lay flat on there. Next, throw it up. Just water. Just water, I swear. Like I said, doing a Milwaukee Brewers new design on these leather coasters. Doing some Western style tooling. Gonna be dyeing these suckers up. Getting them out to a friend. Then I got some hat patches to work on. Excited for those for my brother's wedding. Sucker a little bit more. Sharpen up the old swivel knife. God, it's been hot today. I feel bad for my air conditioning unit. Sucker is in overdrive, guaranteed. Still 90 outside. Fuck. Oh boy. It's 73 degrees in the house, which feels pretty comfortable and cool. But it's set to 67 degrees to get it down to that. We're not going to go down that far. That's going to make the unit work overtime. Burn it up. Last thing I need to be hottest day tomorrow in Oregon. Get burned up. Polish up the old blade. All right. Can't really see that. Oh, yeah, you can. Thought the light was shitty. Oh. Kicked over this way, so I got the right light to be able to look at this. Start here again. Sometimes it's hard to see around that blade. Watch out. Can't goof this one up this time. Need to make sure I stop short, not run these lines together. Beveler doesn't like that too often. It's good. Stop her just a bit short. That'll work out just fine. Bit short. Short. Boom. Said this on the last one. I hate these little tight turns. Can never get up. Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay, I didn't tear the leather of that. Too bad. There we go. Last one is the baseball stitches. I fucking hate these. Okay, not bad, not bad. Don't get too cocky now. Woo! Oh, my hand cramp. All on the thumb. There we go. All swiveled up. Do the outside line again. Which way is it gonna? This way. This way's fine. Ah, getting a little offline. Get back on track. There we go. Look goofed up right there, but have to just deal with it. Next, we will bevel. Smooth bevel the main part. Smooth beveler. Now in these longer runs, when you get some straight lines, you can use these wider bevelers, but when you start to get to that turn, like here, it's really pushing the edge of trying to make that edge worse than it is. So we're just going to start on the curve first. Here. Almost feels too wet still. Be easy with it. Don't want to tear the leather. Also, I've designed a belt for myself that I'm also going to be working on soon. Some Western lettering. It's got kind of a gambling theme, so it's got dice being rolled and the number of 7 on each end of my last name. And then throughout the belt, it's got a lot of scroll in it. No flowers, but just scroll. And with the scroll intermixed, spaced evenly around the belt, is suit cards. So spade, clubs, diamonds, hearts. And I'm kind of looking forward to that belt. The second one I've done. First one I did turned out pretty well for being my first one. I picked kind of the most challenging design, which was a really stupid mistake. But now I'm looking for a chance redemption for my own belt. That way if people ask, oh, who made that? Well, I made it. That's gonna be the best part. Getting dug in a little too much there around that corner. See, like on that straight, I could use the longer one, but I don't like mixing them up if I don't have to. So you can do like that, get them started. Then you can come through this sucker. Make it more uniform. These in the tighter spots, especially on the corners. See the leather drying out a little bit there. Whew. Like right here, I could probably go the long one here. Because there's like not too much of a curve. I like the sharpness of that beveler. This one, I'm gonna make it look like we're pushing down. Here. Oh, mother effer. Ah. Skipped on me. Go this one. I know I'm covering this up. Didn't mean to. Okay. Comes the ball. But I won't bevel it too terribly much. Just enough to help create that line so that checkered beveler can God, I keep pulling that. Yikes. Oh, Mick! Yo! Wait, what? Hey, Mick! Should probably do the outside of this too, damn it. Enough for the smooth beveler. Sweating right now. I don't know why I'm sweating. There we go. Get this glove part done. To this side. That's done. That's just the outside border edge. Can drag it a lot easier than I can push. Boom! Why is it not? I mean, the AC's blowing cold. It's still 92 degrees. It's Portland, Oregon. It is 92 degrees at 10:30 p.m. It's insane. Background border. Start with a long edge first, like we did last time. This is a tough one. Boom. There's the background. Like I said, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that, but we'll run the beveler around the outside, Just smooth out that crisp line where I got mashed from the background border. Looks fucking great. Just cleans that line up a little bit again, just makes it a little more crisp. Get that darkness in there so that antiquing can sit in there really well. Bring out the highlight there so it looks really good. There we go. All right, people, I'm gonna hop off for now. Might be playing video games here in a minute. We'll see. But anyway, if you've joined to stop by the stream, I appreciate it. If you check the video afterwards, I appreciate that as well. I'm going to start getting some more content up on my Twitter, up on my YouTube, specific to the leatherworking stuff. So if you want to check out any of my projects, I'll be starting to post up some to Twitter. As well as probably Instagram. I should probably get up on that too. Anyway, we're going to start doing more and more of this. Like I said, I got a hat patch that I got to do for my brother's wedding party, which is going to be fun. I'm really kind of excited about that. Went off of a sketch that he did. Fiddled around with the font, put it into like a brand, a Western brand. And then just put some scroll and flowers around it, and I'm really excited to look and see how this comes out, which reminds me I need to place an order for some buck stitch deerskin order so I can work on that as well. Anyway, if you tuned in, once again, I appreciate it. Follow. I'm really looking to get this leather work going more and more. Trying to get more projects, want to start selling some stuff, doing some cool stuff for some people, so... Just want to gain a little bit of an online presence. I really need to get better about the Twitter, posting to Instagram. I really suck about all that. So I'm going to be working on doing that. But you'll find more streams here that we'll be doing more and more of this. It's just fun. I enjoy it. So anyway, thanks again. We'll catch you all later. Have a good night.